Hello everyone. It may come as a surprise to you, but I've been playing 40k. Everybody's been on the grind. Maybe a little too much on the grind. I went to LVO, came back from that, flew out to Warwick, Rhode Island for Captain Con. Famous Warwick, Rhode Island, home of Captain Con, home of famous pirate Craig Canton. After that, I played a GT. It's GT and our very own Pasadena. I've been doing pretty okay. LVO was 4-2, which was fine. Captain Con, I lost one game, but came in second in the tournament as a whole. And then I won the one last weekend. Orc players are not known for being particularly smart, but some of us do have more than one brain cell. I myself happen to have two, and I rubbed them together just hard enough to come up with this list. I guess there should be a slide we cut to next with that list. I didn't make that. I'll post the list elsewhere. We'll go over that later. I'll get coffee and come back and then make a new slide with that. I'll just skip to the next slide for now and we'll see what's there. I've been playing Speed Mob. If you don't know Speed Mob, basically the good way that you play Speed Mob is you have a big old chunk of DeffKoptas. I think a lot of people kind of came up with this in isolation. I'm for sure not the only person playing this army right now. Evil Sunz. You get your 6 DeffKoptas. They're hanging out. End of the turn, you pull them back into the sky for 2 command points. So you get to redeploy when they come back from heaven, 9 inches away. You know the deal. Another 5-man DeffKopta squad that you're double moving each turn. And then ideally there's like a piece of here. So this is Roadhog, right? And then he's a DeffKopta. We have our ruin of paper towels right here. And then on the other side, we have poor little custody jet bike hanging out over here. What you were to do is you would move DeffKopta over here, and then he would shoot with his million strength 8, AP -3 in speed mob, flat 3 damage rocket shots, and then the jet bike would die. For end of the shooting phase, for 1 CP, he would fly back over the wall. And now he's here. And there's, oh, look at that. There's no more custode player anymore. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. So that's why I lack the self-control to stop playing a broken list on my own. I need Games Workshop to fix my brain disease for me. Nerfing $300 of things I bought recently is the only way to do this. My family misses me. I don't know if that's true. War changes people. That part is true. Haha, just kidding. They're not actually that powerful. DeffKoptas are only valuable in Speed Mob. Just stand in dense cover. You're good, bro. I changed my mind. I want to live. Please don't make me play Tau. I'm going to make myself play Tau, maybe. No, that's not true. I want to make myself paint a 2,000 point Tau army, play a single RTT with them, realize I don't like them that much, and just go back to playing Orks. That's what happens every single time. I started a Mountain Dew themed Tau army last year, and I never finished it, and this might be the time to go back. I might just paint a new Grimdark bullshit color scheme, because it's more fun for me, even though the idea of having like a Baja Blast themed like Tau army is really novel. I don't, it's not as fun as just slapping some weathering pigment on there. I'm gonna get coffee and come back. I've gone to spikybits.com to find my list in an article in which they got my name wrong. That's me, Lucas Petruno, Orc player. Definitely not Tyler Russo, Orc player right here. I don't use ad block because I support brands and want them to know that I love them as much as they love me. But holy shit, look at this page. Look at fucking Spiky Bits. I'm just gonna make the video about this now instead. Would you trust the site with this many ads? I'm gonna hard cancel that pop-up. This is a fucking nightmare. I thought it was bad on mobile. I haven't visited here on desktop in a while. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's close as many of these as we can. Anyways, here's me, Lucas Petruno's work list. Wait, it says Lucas Petruno here, and then if you scroll up, yeah, it's clearly they just copy and paste it over. I guess that's the Demons player. This guy's list is awesome. Look at all the text and font colors. I thought that was super funny. So here's me. Here's my army. Army of Renown, Speed Freak, Speed Mob. So what Speed Mob does, it does a lot of things. You can advance and count as having remained stationary. You get a 5-up invuln when you do so, and then your army has a 6-up base save. For anyone unfamiliar with Speed Mob, that's like the core gist of it. Other thing Speed Mob does does is it gives you a special Warlord trait called Speed King, which you can see on my Def Kill Wartrike right here. Speed King gives him a basically Lieutenant reroll ones aura. So anyone within 6 inches of him is rerolling ones to wound. That applies to any phase. It's pretty good. I feel like it's useful for me, but it's I think better in a lot of people's heads than it actually is in practice. Don't get me wrong, it's very good, but this army kind of wants to be everywhere. And if you're bunching up to utilize Speed King to its full advantage, I feel like your DeffKoptas might be in less good positions than they potentially could be. One unit of DeffKoptas has the Boyz upgrade, which does 2 things. A, gives them an extra point of AP, and then B, makes it so they're no longer evil Sunz, so you can't use the fallback and fade strat on them. But no worry, we don't need that for them. That's for this squad of 5 right here. The squad of 5 is going to use the evil Sunz fire and fade every turn to you got your... Where is it? Yeah, here's the paper towel. This is our ruin. And we got the Koptas, right? And then each turn, they're just bouncing back and forth as long as you got a CP. All right, so that's what they do. And then the Boyz DeffKopta squad goes back up into the sky for 2 command points every turn. And then they come back down. It's the Protraxy thing from the, AdMech book. Same shit. They go back up, come back down, except one key difference, DeffKoptas never got FAQ'd. We got Scrapjets, they're still fucking good. 10 points upgrade, who cares? 300 points is well worth it. Squig Buggies, I'm less certain about. I feel 20 points each for them is a bit rough, but I know some people run them and do well. Wazboms, we got the Wrathful Sky and the little Death Trap that could. These are my 2 Wazboms. They both got Supa Shootas. They both got the Blast Force Field. The reason I take the Force Field is because people were always oh, you only need it on 1. Yeah, until one of them dies, or they split off to go in separate corners of the board. And I feel the difference between having one that people shoot down, remove the invuln, and then just shoot down the other, versus having both the invuln as 1v games. It's I really like having the double force field. I think it's worth 20 points. We got Meatbath Tonsil Claw. He's my war boss on bike. He's got Brutal but Cunning, the Kill Claw, and Big Boss. Big Boss just gives him the ability to take an extra Warlord trait. It's nothing to write home about. And then we've got 3 more DeffKoptas just in case. If the big blob somehow dies, I'll fire and fade this one instead. They're there because DeffKoptas want to be charging as a suicide unit. That's why I don't like taking to the last on them. I think it's better if you play keep away with them for most of the game, and then at the end of the game just kind of throw them into stuff and hope for the best. And then this gives me a throwaway DeffKopta unit for early on. If for some reason I'm in a position where I want the DeffKoptas to charge something and then can't pull them back in, or I want both units to charge something and then one goes back into the sky and one just kind of sits there and probably dies. That's what this throwaway unit is for. They're great for killing lone units of Tyranid warriors, just flipping objectives in general, because they've got 1,000,000 attacks in the charge. That's one thing about speed mob DeffKoptas that makes them much better than the normal kind. DeffKoptas have 2 attacks each typically. That turns to 6 attacks because of their Whirling Blades ability multiplies it by 3. Speed mob, one special thing about the Army Renown is that when you charge, all your DeffKoptas get an extra attack. So they have 3 attacks base, and then that's multiplied by 3. It's on an extra attack, bumping it to 7. Rules is written, the weapon profile makes it 9. So it's 27 for the 3-man squad. That's enough to chew through a lot of stuff. They hit on 3s, is strength 5, AP -1. I mean, that'll reliably kill. If you kill 1 warrior in shooting, and then you can probably wipe the rest in melee. Even against custodes, Virtus Praetors, saving on 3s against them, they'll kill off a wounded bike. I mean, the Praetor is T5, so say you've got 3 of them, that's an average of 9 wounds, that's 4 point. So it's 3 points of damage in combat. You combine that with the mortal wound strat, and you'll kill an injured bike. If you bring a Praetor down to 3 wounds and finish it in combat with the Koptas, it's great. Custom Boom Blasta, I like how mine looks. I'd get him right now, but he's in the car. He's just fun. He's 80 points. He's got a bunch of flamers with pyromaniacs. Fills a role in the list. I think he's probably the most flexible thing here. I just happen to how mine looks because I gave him a little pirate hat. Yeah, you could do something else here if you wanted to. Maybe have more war bikes. They're unfortunately not troops, so the rule 3 still applies to them. War bikes in speed mob get obsec. That's another great thing this army does. And yeah, I feel having the 3 is fine. There's been instances where I've wanted larger squads, but most of the time I'd rather have more DeffKoptas or something than big war bike squads, especially with custodes around. I just feel like if Casodes are like sitting in light cover, the warbikes just bounce off of them. They don't really do that much, so I just like them as like little MSU objective grabbers that are like super fucking fast because they move 20 inches when they advance. And in speed mob, that means you still get to shoot and you get a 5-up invuln, so they're like slightly more durable. That's the list. Where are we at emotionally? I don't think this list is actually broken, but it is stupid and hard to play against. It's fun to freeze things hyperbolically for comedic effect. The list is fine. It's very good, and I wanted to share it now that I've been playing with it a lot, but it's not. It's no what everyone is saying Eldar will be. I'll say that much. I don't care if GW nerfs it or not. I will be running 3 Stompas as soon as God lets me. None of this matters. We will all be playing Eldar in 2 months' time. Every time I win a tournament, I've been trying to just pick up one of these bad boys or something like it. I have a Wraith Knight. I'm waiting for the Avatar of Cain with store credit. And yeah, just like Tal, I'm excited to assemble this army, paint it, play 3 games, then just go back to Orks, as always. Yeah, but the ball's in motion, and if someone wants a secondhand Eldar army, hit me up in 3 months. There's a fire drill going off my building right now, or a fire. I'm not sure which one. Neither way I've accepted. I'll just stay here and look at the Eldar catalog until I die. Hopefully I can finish editing this in time before the flames consume me. Thanks for coming by. What the fuck? Wave Serpents are sold out online? What does that mean?